Today I got a question from the RC Founders Club phone app, and it said, "Papa, I'd like for you to include some missions. I feel like what was one of the golden parts of your other programs was what really pushed me, motivated me, allowed me to change significantly was missions. Missions such as how to build up discipline, missions on how to take actions when you're not feeling like you want to, and missions on how to network, like in terms of business. So please give me some of these missions in terms of a business point of view." So let's start off with what I used to talk about was a mission impossible. I used to do a seminar, which was what turned into the RC Free Tour, where I created what was called a mission impossible. I called it a mission impossible not because it was an impossible mission. I called it a mission impossible because it was some of those things that I believe kind of push your boundaries of what you thought was possible to see how far you could really push it. So what I'd like to try to do for you guys who are trying to look at things from a business networking standpoint is to try to expand your barriers of getting new people into your network. So my first mission to you is to try to meet up with somebody that is in like a business context, somebody who you'd like to learn from, either as a potential mentor, a potential contact, potential associate, or potential sale. How you could go about doing that is from one of the following ways. One of the first things you could do is you could go through LinkedIn. And you can contact people through private message after building a profile on LinkedIn to convey who you are and what you're looking for, and maybe like make it look cool. And then reach out to people, invite them out for a drink socially or a meal, whether it's lunch or dinner. I used to do this all the time. I even used to do this from a Yellow Pages phone book. But if you want to just reach out to somebody and try to get out with them socially, just to expand your network and try to do this within the week for at least one person. Secondly, join an activity that you haven't particularly done before and just do it. Whether it's something that is a social thing that has nothing to do with business whatsoever, or whether it's directly applicable to the business or industry that you're in. Because by getting people that are just on a social context, people who have the same commonalities as you, you'll be surprised how your network will grow. Because on a business level, almost everyone knows at least 200 people. And at least some of those 200 people, from the random people that you might meet from a social activity, will know people that you might want to connect with. You don't want to just be friends with people just to connect or network with their network. But it just happens naturally when you build friendship that you hang out with other people's friends. You can do that from going to a Facebook group and looking at events, looking at activities, or joining a mastermind, and basically just go out there and try to hang out with them through like a lunch, a dinner, a brunch, a breakfast, or just for drinks socially, whether it's coffee or drinks at a bar and club if you like to drink. Ideally, like a lounge if you're going out to a bar and club. That way it's quiet enough that you could talk. It could be a girl or a guy, doesn't matter. Just go out there and network. Try to convey that you're just interested in networking with other people that are local, either in the same industry or that you saw their profile, and notice something about their profile if you're on LinkedIn that's interesting about them. Or if it's from a social event, you already have that common interest, and then you just basically want to hang out with them outside of that common interest because you want to develop rapport. But go out there, actually get their phone number, actually meet up with them, or connect with them by email, but exchange contact information and meet up with them. The ideal situation though is you might not get everyone to say yes. Now, usually when I try to network, I usually try to base it on a principle of getting a 10% success rate. Usually 10% is world class. So let's say that you go out and you network with 10 people on LinkedIn. You get 10 phone numbers and you successfully want to meet up with them and they want to meet up with you. Even if you already have done that and you have a certain date and time, usually only one of those people want to meet up. Now, let's say that you invited multiple people to meet up with you at the same time. That's great. If more than one person meets up with you, that's an even better success. You have a better chance of establishing a connection. And plus, now that you have people that meet up with each other that have the same common interest, maybe they're in the same industry, or maybe you could introduce them to each other, you have the same basis for connecting people. And being a connector is a really powerful thing in terms of business social capital. It really shows that you're the kind of person who can socially introduce people to other people and gives you that social proof. The same kind of social proof you have as a guy when you go out with other cool guys or go out with girls and you go out to the club and you meet girls for dating. This is the same kind of social proof you get from introducing other people to cool business contacts or people that they may want to meet, just like how you want to meet these people. They don't have to be the most successful people. They just need to be people. Maybe you have like the same college background, worked at the same company, or people that you want to connect with on any kind of level. But if you're trying to do it on a business level, that's what I would try to connect with. In terms of taking action on your goals though, another thing you could do is if networking is not part of your goals, you already have extensive network, write down 3 things you want to accomplish. Now, it doesn't have to be in just a business context. In fact, I'd recommend that it's not just in the business context. Even being in the entrepreneurs organization for so many years, one of the things that they focus on is focusing on the most important elements, core elements of your life, and it's not all business. If it is all business, you need to get more principled centered in your life. Read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People if you don't know what I'm talking about. What I'd like for you to do is look at what's going on in your personal life, business life, and family life, and set up a goal for each one. For example, if your goal is to call your brother and get him on the phone and try to either just connect with him, find out how he's doing for at least 15 minutes, that's a great family goal. A personal goal would be to reconnect with an old friend that you lost touch with and you haven't spoken to in over at least a year, and try to either meet up with them or just reconnect with them over the phone. A business goal would try to be to connect with somebody you used to do business with. And maybe it's somebody that you haven't connected with for like a year or 6 months, and someone you just want to reconnect with on a social friendly level or on a business level, and just reconnect and try to at least talk to them for at least 15 minutes. And just try to practice that skill reconnecting, because everyone in life has had several years of experience. If you're listening to this, you're probably an adult, or you're probably somebody who has had at least a decade or 2 of business experience or life experience of some kind. And so you probably have a lot of people in your life that you haven't connected with. Now, you can reconnect with them on Facebook, you can reconnect with them on LinkedIn or any other social media. You can also use tools out there. I know there's like people finder tools where you can enter their name and what city they're from, it'll give you their phone number, their email address, their address, or what have you. Those tools usually cost like $5 per contact, as opposed to doing a social media where it's free. But I've used those tools to reconnect with people and find out just how they're doing in their life. They might not even be in your city. I've reconnected with friends. I looked up one of my old friends from college. I looked up his name on these people finder tools, and I found out he wasn't even living in Wisconsin. He was going to the University of Wisconsin. Now he's living in Chicago, and he's from Minneapolis. If I didn't use that people finding tool, I never would have found him. But it's a great way to reconnect with people. Now, sometimes you don't feel motivated. Maybe you don't have those goals. Maybe you just have like this kind of like stuckness where you feel like you're stuck. You don't have that motivation. So therefore, to find motivation, to find inspiration, I want you guys to listen to the RSD Motivation YouTube channel and listen to some of our instructors speak, because there's tons and tons of content and inspirational phrases and saying with cinematic features and motivating things that will just encapsulate the mind, the spirit, the body, the soul. And by listening to that, that'll really help you. Other than that, if you're interested in listening to inspirational interviews, check out the interviews on my channel. However, if a lot of you guys who are interested in just relationships and pickup, check out RSD Tyler. Tyler has amazing, fun experiences. As a guy, if you're watching this channel, you'll love to see what he's doing in terms of picking up girls. However, a lot of what he's doing is sort of interactive exercise, inspiration, apply to all self-improvement and inspiring all new ways of thinking. So these are the 3 mission impossibles that I'd like for you guys to try out this week. Try to accomplish them and share your comments of the results you get to this YouTube channel video, and let me know what's going on. And if you join the RSD Founders Club and you ask me more questions or share your experiences there, that's great. If you want another way to share it, go to rsdnation.com, create a journal on the RSD Nation forums. You can create a journal by clicking on field reports and just writing about what happens. I will personally read that, especially if you link to it on the comments section of my YouTube video or from the RSD Founders Club. Now, of course, I will give priority to my time to RSD Founders Club members. So visit rsdfoundersclub.com, check out my future videos, and remember, this is a weekly activity. So if you enjoyed this, log in next Monday for another Q&A session, ask questions on my channel. I'll try to ask them, turn them into videos. And also log in them on Thursdays, and you're gonna get some epic videos from the people part of my global mastermind group that I believe that are the most successful people on the planet. And I'm sharing them with you guys for free on YouTube. So definitely take value of that. And if you want more extensive interviews, definitely go to RSD Founders Club. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope to see you guys on the future videos and your comments on my feed. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it, got a lot of value out of this. Guys, I hope you guys took a lot of action and you guys are taking action this week. If you guys haven't taken action and followed up on the missions and interviews, those Mission Impossible I gave you guys today. And if you guys want to have me actually make videos that you actually ask me questions for, sign up for the RSC Founders Club and post a question in the Facebook group or the phone group, and I will personally try to answer as many of them as I can. If not putting them on the membership site itself, I will answer them on this YouTube channel and allow a lot of people to elaborate. So visit rscfoundersclub.com, don't miss out, and subscribe to my channel so that you can find out all the cool events that are going on this channel. Because in addition to the Monday and Thursday show, I'm gonna post sporadic surprise special events, whether it's me doing speaking engagements, 360 virtual reality videos, or the future, which is hidden camera videos, because I'm creating a hub here. And this channel is really just getting launched. So if you guys want to help shape the future, subscribe now, help me build the confidence in growing this channel, and then get a lot of your friends involved in this channel as well. Subscribe. Cheers.